Hello, this is life coach Amelia Mia Kesey, and I wanted to talk a little bit about trust. So, when you are going through the process of a divorce, you end up not trusting others, but also not trusting yourself. Wondering, were there things that you could have done that could have been better? Did you choose the right person? Because apparently it didn't work. What and all that looks like. These are normal things to feel. Don't worry, you'll get back to where you should be. Also, just trust the process. So it is a process that you have to go through. There is grieving. There is not trusting others and yourself, having to get back out there in the dating world and what that looks like, and numerous other things. But just trust that you can and will be okay once all this is said and done. I have been married for 19 years, and I've been divorced for 10. And when I first got married, I moved with him. So I hadn't been anywhere else outside of being at my parents' house. It was just me and him and my daughter. And so I hadn't known what that looked like to take care of myself, and not depend on somebody else to help take care of me. And I was concerned. I didn't know how it was going to work and would I be able to do that. And it just so happens I had moved into a house that my parents had owned, and I was able to stay there when we split. So he just ended up moving his things and other things. And so it actually worked. It was beneficial because I was still able to stay there, one. But not only that, I still had to pay the rent on it, all the utilities, car insurance, just all those different things that I had to pay. And I just wasn't sure if I was going to be strong enough to do that on my own and what that actually looked like. But here's what happened. During the last year of the marriage, he had stopped doing certain things. He was frustrated. He was ready to go, but that back and forth, you don't know if you want to go or should you try and stay and stick it out and that type of thing. And so he stopped doing some things. And when he did that, that meant that I had to pick up the slack on some other things. But it was a blessing in disguise, because with me doing that, I had already done just about everything else with the exception of paying all of the rent, and I was still able to do all that. So in hindsight, even though I did get divorced, I was able to find out I was a lot more independent than I thought I was, which was a big plus. I was so happy with that. Not only that, after that had occurred, after my parents had passed away, both of them were sick and they had passed away, I was able to, on my own, get a house. Just me. I was able to purchase my own house, and I didn't have to worry about anybody else saying I had to leave or whatever the case is. And I'm saying all that to say there is a blessing in some circumstances to tragedies. It's absolutely a blessing. So this actually blessed me to be able to know that I can take care of things on my own, right? Know that I can get it done and I can do it. And so that was my big thing there. So I had to trust that I could get it done. I had to trust that this is what was supposed to happen. I had to trust that I was going to be able to make a difference and move forward, not just in my life, but I had 2 kids, and the older one, she had already moved out, so I didn't have to worry about her, but I still had my son, who was 18, had just graduated from high school. So being able to help take care of him, because he, again, just graduated high school, be able to help take care of him and get him going, and know that I absolutely could do that. So trust that you can get it done. Trust that there is a silver lining. There is a silver lining, even though that it is, this is divorce and there's a lot going on there. But You can do it. You can absolutely do it. If I did it, you absolutely can do it. And I'm not putting all this on me, because God definitely made a way. I'm just in awe of what he does, really. Had it not been for him, I would have surely lost my mind, literally, and the support of my family. I would have lost my mind. But thanking God, trusting in myself, trusting in him to make a way for me. That's what it's really about, trusting him to make a way for me. All right, stay tuned for the next video.